Of TikTok fame, he's here. Noel Mulkey with his mom Karen. They're doing the race together, not together, but they'll be out there on the course with you guys. Check this out, all about Noel, an amazing story.
Oh, and we're matching. That was not on. That wasn't what.
Take your jacket off.
Oh, okay.
Press and media day for me. Insane. Getting interviewed with me and my mom for Ironman. We are the Ironman North American Championship age group athlete features. One of a kind experience. I cannot believe this is my life now. Literally sharing my story to millions of people.
When Ironman decided to come to Tulsa, I was like that. It's kind of come full circle because I started training here in Tulsa, and I was just like, I cannot believe I bike on the bike course every day, almost every weekend. I run on the run course. This is my home turf. It's very rare to get to sleep in your own bed and then go do an Ironman. Yeah, so my parents, they were like in the 80s, 90s, had actually done triathlon. They were triathletes. My mom was more of a triathlete than my dad, but they raced, and so we always kind of heard about it. I always knew about the Hawaiian Ironman.
My husband and I, pretty much, that's how we met. We used to do triathlons. That was our date, to go do triathlons. This is with Dave Scott, Scott Molina, all those guys, long time ago. No aero bars, or practically none.
I feel like I have a home court advantage, but I want to enjoy it, but I also want to do, my goal is to go to Kona. So I guess that means you have to win your age group.
My main goal would be to finish in the 17 hours. And then my second goal is just to really get as far as I can, so.
I went to a high school that was not, that wasn't a great fit for me, and fell into the wrong crowd. And I was like a freshman in high school when I started experimenting with drugs, and then towards my senior year, it just started escalating and getting really bad. I was an opiate addict. I ended up having to go to rehab. I went to jail. I had a detox multiple times, and it ended up in I ended up with a $500 a day heroin habit. It really hurt my family. It put us all through hell.
You wish you could do something about it, but honestly, we did a lot. We tried a lot, and around here it was very difficult to find help. And so we tried and tried, but honestly, there's a couple of ways to get out of it, but one thing that helps the most is when the person themselves decide, I want to do it.
I was over at a friend I knew growing up, and we were all doing using together, and he actually OD'd. And I remember looking at a family on the street driving to the hospital, and they were I was just life should not be this hard. There's no, I cannot believe I'm doing this, and they're out walking. That was a big moment there. I was this doesn't, I have to stop this. It's been years and years of doing this.
I'm gonna share, he and I detoxed in his room that night, and kind of supported him. And there's a lot of people out there that have trying to go through this, and they don't have that support, which is criminal to me, because I feel like if they had the support, they probably could get off.
Once I finally got sober, I actually started gaining a lot of weight, because it's a thing in sobriety. Once you start, I replaced drugs, alcohol with food, and I wasn't exercising. I was very depressed. I had no idea what to do with life. I one day decided to just go run around the block. I could barely make it around the block, but I loved it. My dad, he just kind of suggested a triathlon, and it turns out there was this local sprint race in Guthrie, Oklahoma. I did it and came in 3rd overall. I was first out of the water, no training at all. And then the next one I did was an Olympic, and I won it, and then I just became hooked.
The triathlon community has a community, and they are considerate of each other, and they encourage and support each other. That's the kind of thing, sometimes addicts want that kind of community.
Find something you're passionate about. For me, it was exercise, 100% it was exercise. No matter if it was running, swimming, biking, lifting weights, it was exercise. But for them, it could be art, it could be music, it could be just like find something you're really passionate about, because there has to be something. You're never stuck.
Oh, I am really proud. He's just so kind. And he is really kind when because I can overhear him talking on TikTok and things, and the things that people write back, and even the people that write to me through TikTok, they just love him.
I get stuff in the mail all the time, like with really long, heartfelt messages and comments saying I inspired them to, like, I inspired someone to buy a pair of running shoes.
I think mental illness, we really do sweep it under the rug. If he had diabetes, it'd really been easy to figure out. Get on your insulin and go. But mental illness is not like that. It's not, and people don't take it as seriously as it is. I mean, that's a huge issue. And luckily, all I can say is he came out of it and he's alive, where there's lots of people that aren't.